You're listening to the official Minnesota Wild podcast, presented by Acrisure.
Yeah, I mean, hey, look, the reason we're here is Kirill is going to be out for, I guess, what I can describe as a lower body injury, and it'll be week to week. I'm not going to get into any specifics or anything. It is not a season-ending injury, but it will put him on the shelf for the next little while. And hey, look, we've been down this road before, and it's unfortunate. I mean, Kirill was having a Hart Trophy type season, but it's disappointing for him. It's disappointing for us too. But we've put ourselves in a good position in the standings and the way we're playing, and we just need to deal with this situation. It's not the end of the world. We're going to keep playing and continue to get better. And when Kirill's healthy and all healed up, he'll be back and we'll be even better. Make no bones about it that we're a better hockey team with Kirill in the lineup. There's no arguing that. But this is the reality of professional sports, and like I said, we'll deal with it. We're a good team, especially when we play a certain way, and we'll be all right.
Is this the same injury that kept him out for the past month, or is it something different? Okay.
Yes.
Do you think surgery would be involved in it?
Yes.
Is that planned as now for this week?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, this week
you don't know yet.
Yeah.
But surgery.
I was just saying yes. Yeah. Surgery is required. Okay. Like I said, this is not a season-ending situation. It's just something that really needs to be tended to, and like I said, week to week, I'd say probably a minimum of 4, and we'll just go from there. It's tough to say.
You guys were so
the fact that there is a break for the 4 Nations that helped.
I think the timing actually works out well. If there is a silver lining to any of this, that's it. Is that there's pretty much a 2-week break in the season, so that's positive.
Is it, I don't want to say frustrating, but you guys were so cautious in making sure this was kind of behind him before he returned. What are the emotions surrounding that? Because then he comes back, gets in 3 games, and here we are. Yeah,
look, it's disappointing. You can get mad, you can be sad, you can get frustrated all you want. It doesn't fix it. You just have to handle it. And there's no... being emotional about it doesn't get you anywhere. So we're just, you know what? We've identified the problem. We're going to get it fixed for him, and we move ahead.
Was there a re-injury when he played, or was this just it didn't respond to it?
Yeah, it just didn't. It just never came around. So this is something that we've, we feel, he feels, his agent feels that is just, it's necessary.
Is this something that maybe you thought about when it originally happened, or was it just kind of wait and see?
No, it was more of a wait and see. It's just, you never want to jump into surgery. You want to do everything you can to avoid it. It's just invasive and just brings everything to a different level. So, but like I said, not season ending, so that's a good part of it.
So the plan would be regular season. The hope would be he'd be able to be back before the regular season ends.
Yeah, hopefully.
How about this new team overall? How's he feeling about it?
He's Kirill's very upset. He's, Kirill is such a team-focused guy, and I think with what he has, he knows he could probably get by in games and try to help the team, but he doesn't like it. Just him at 60% is better than most players in the league, but he wants to be 100% and help us play as long as we can this year. And I agree with him, and I don't think it's the best thing for a player to try to gut it out in this situation, because I think you leave yourself open to other injuries. So I think the best thing to do is to shut him down right now for a little while, fix the problem, and then get him back at 100%.
How about the state of your team overall, Bill? Now 50 games in, how do you assess where things are at?
Well, like I said, I think we played so well for the first, 40 games, 35 games. Put ourselves in a really good spot. There are certain things that we have to address. I think John's covered it with the team. Our home record really needs to improve. We're trying to figure that out. It's a little confusing because our arena is such a great place to play, and we've got great fans, and the whole atmosphere is fantastic. So we're trying to figure that out. The guys are trying to figure it out, and I think that's the biggest hurdle right now. But we're going on the road for a stretch here and playing some very good teams, and if we can continue our winning ways on the road, then that's something that's positive, and we need to continue. So I've been very happy with the way that the team's performed. It's never perfect. There's always ups and downs. You always want to be, playing at your best, but that's just not possible in an 82-game schedule. So you have to, you have to control your emotions during the highs and lows, and we're in a good spot. We just have to stay there.
Before we know it, trade deadline will be here. Does this at all change your approach? I know you're a guy that's always willing to listen and take calls, but does this change anything for you?
It could. It could. Thank God I have people that are much smarter than me around me helping me with the salary cap stuff. So we'll see how much space we have and where this leads us. And, hey, look, if we will do what we're able to do with the cap space that we have.
And now, along those lines, and let me know if Matt Sells would be a better conversation for this, are you able to put Kirill on an LTIR in order to, right, it gets into those numbers, that nitty-gritty again of what you can do.
Yeah, it's not, it's just not as simple as that. You don't really want to be in LTIR. It's just not the best place to be. So I guess in my simplest terms, we'll see what we have by the deadline, and we'll use what we have.
How challenging has it been doing all the salary cap gymnastics where you've got to look at...
Ask Matt Sells.
You're glad you have it.
I'm glad I have him. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Just what have you seen from Ogren recently? He's kind of taken this opportunity, and it seems like he's playing well. Now with Kirill possibly out, it seems he might even get a bigger chance. Just what have you kind of seen from Ogren?
Yeah, it's been a couple games now. His first game wasn't great, but that was a kind of a weird situation to jump into. But he's been a little more consistent. I'd still like to see him play a little more free. He tends to be a little robotic at times, and he's got too much skill for that. So I'd like to see him use his speed a little bit more, get in better scoring areas. But he's responsible in the D zone. He's a responsible player at a young age, which we like. We always want them to score more, but then we also want them to be responsible defensively. So we're kind of choosy and picky, but I think overall he's done well, and I think there's another level that he can get to.
I know Johansson and Brodin weren't out there, but do you have any updates on either of them? Have they started skating alone?
Yeah, I know JoJo's tried it. They're close, but not on this road trip.
Yeah. For an extraordinary advantage in sports, you need a game plan. For an extraordinary advantage everywhere else, all you need is Acrisure. With a high-tech human approach to insurance, cybersecurity, and more, Acrisure helps you take care of what you care about. That makes winning easy. See what Acrisure's extraordinary advantage can do for you at Acrisure.com.